Welcome back, my friends, to Twisted Stitches. My name is Tammy. How is everybody doing? So it is Friday. Yes, it is Friday evening. It is the 23rd, I think it is. Yes, it is Friday the 23rd of April, 2021. I hope you guys had a fantastic week. I know here in Florida, it was pretty nice. We are into the kind of weird springtime. I know everywhere. I've been reading your guys' posts. I've been seeing you guys' stuff on Facebook with snows and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, spring has been an odd one this year for sure. Here in Florida on Wednesday and on yesterday, we had some nice cool weather. Like literally, it didn't even get into the 80s where I'm at. And let's put it this way, Wednesday, I took the day off and I enjoyed myself thoroughly outside. I was outside all day. I didn't get home Wednesday literally until 1:30 in the morning. I mean, I enjoyed myself totally. And then Thursday, I did a little bit of stuff. I had some running around to do, but I enjoyed the weather. Yay, because I was sucking up the last of our cold, or what do you want to call cold for Florida, especially towards the end of April. Oh, usually we're, in the high 80s, close to 90 with humidity, and to have a couple of days where you could open the windows and enjoy it. Yes, I took full advantage. I hope you guys, wherever you are at, are taking advantage of nicer weather. I'm hoping that nicer weather is in your area now and you're enjoying it. And or I hope that nicer weather is coming very soon by you. So if you're new here, thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you guys so much. For all my OGs, thank you so much for always coming back and watching and being here with me. I appreciate you guys so much. So for those of you who don't know, I am currently having a giveaway. And I will leave the link to the video in my description box. And you need to go over and see what you need to do to get part of that giveaway. That giveaway is ending April 29th. And I'm closing it at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, April 29th. So you guys need to do what you need to do to get into the giveaway if you want to be entered in. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, you got to go check it out. Go to that video and see what you have to do, guys. Like I said, the link will be in my description box. Good luck to all of you guys. I appreciate your guys' comments. Happy birthday for those of you who had a birthday in March like I did. Happy birthday to my April babies. I am going through the comments. If I've hearted your comment, I have read it. I don't know if I'll be able to respond to everybody. I'll try to, but I do read your comments. A little update also for the giveaway. You have to be subscribed. So I also need to be able to see that you are subscribed to me. I need to be able to just verify you guys. I know the majority of you guys are subscribed to me already. I know that. You guys are awesome. So I'm not real concerned. I'm just kind of putting it out there. So how am I doing the contest? I'm making a list in a notebook and I am putting like number 1 and somebody's name. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc., etc. And I'm putting, everybody is getting a number associated with their name. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all those numbers into like a jar, a clear plastic jar or glass jar or whatever, so you guys will be able to see. And on this video, I'm going to shake it up and I'm going to pull a number from that jar, and then I'll let you guys see the number, and then I will show you the corresponding number name. So you guys, that's how I decided to do it. I thought that would be kind of fun. I am so excited to do this. I cannot wait. So, like I said, I enjoyed myself Wednesday. I took off. I did nothing crochet, knit, anything like that. But I did have time this week to do some crocheting. Oh yeah, Riley loves her blanket. I put a picture at the beginning of this video of her snuggled up in it. I also have a picture on my Facebook group, and I do need to post on my Instagram. And she loves her blanket, guys. Oh yeah, she just wrapped up in it, and she said, "Thank you, Grandma." grandma and she loves her blanket, so I'm happy. I am so happy. You know how it feels when you give somebody something that you made and they just love it and they use it, and it makes your heart feel good, you know? It made my heart happy, that's for sure, you know? And I know it's gonna be cherished because she just wrapped up in it, you know? Just like I was doing, I just wanted to wrap up in it and keep it around me. So I've done some stuff this past week, woohoo, yeah. So are you guys ready? We're gonna get right into it. I have a couple of whips and I have a finished object. Yes, it is finished. Okay, it's not finished, but you'll see in a minute. I'll do the finished object last, but explanations when I get there, okay? So let's get into some of these whips. Are you guys ready? Oh my goodness, this is looking so pretty. I am so happy with it. So I have been working on, it kind of got put on a back burner for a little while because of everything else that I had to do and I had to catch up on and stuff like that. So I am talking about this gorgeous shawl right here, the Sis Love shawl. So Reggie at J Hook Crochet and the creators that made this Sis Love shawl is the creators are called Sis Homemade. See, I don't know if you can see that. These two sisters here in this picture, who are the designers, go by Sis Homemade, and I will leave a link to this pattern in the description box. So if you guys want to go look at it and maybe even think about downloading it and giving it a shot. Like I said, it was a crochet along. Actually, didn't we start this sometime last year? So it's been close to a year now. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I did pick it up and I started working on it again, and I am so excited because this is just a gorgeous shawl. Look at that. They used on theirs, they were using, I think it's the sheep G's twirls, or the sheep, something like that. You know, one of those ones like I made Riley's blanket out of. It's that kind of thing where it's like a 50% cotton, 50% acrylic type yarn. It's, you know, a fingering weight. It's 4 strands that are held together type thing. That's what they made. They make a lot of their patterns out of this kind of yarn, which actually it makes such beautiful, beautiful projects. I really enjoyed making that blanket, and it got me excited because I do still have the It's a Wrap cakes, and you know, they've been in my stash, kind of deep stash for a while, and now I really want to get into making something with them soon, but one thing at a time. Don't let your ADD get ahead of you, Tammie. Don't let it get ahead of you. So my Sis Love shawl is being made out of this stuff here. It's gonna blow out a little bit. This stuff here is called, I think it's pronounced Dolce Cashmere. This is a yarn at Hobbii, Hobbii, and this particular cake has several different colors in it. This one started with like a yellow goldish color, and then it's turning it, this one I believe, this one here on the yarn band is called color 07, but if you look on their website, I believe this color was called rose gold. Now this here is, so this yarn here is 65% virgin wool superwash. It states it's 25% polyamide nylon, and it states that it is 10% cashmere. It is not as nice as a superwash merino cashmere blend. It's still nice. I still am loving it. On their website, this cake of yarn usually runs $35. Yes, $35. This has 200 grams and 842 yards. So it's not too bad. The reason why I have this is, if for those of you who don't know, this was the yarn that I lucked out on. I was on Facebook like marketplace where they sell things. Drop the hook. Sorry about that. Drop the hook right out of the yarn. I am one of those people, I stick the hook sometimes in the yarn when I set it to the side, and it just fell through. So this, back to where I was, this was one that I had gotten on a Facebook marketplace. Someone, I guess, purchased it and decided they didn't like it. I don't know what the deal was, but they sold me 3 of these cakes for $35. Actually 4. 3 of them were brand new, caked up, and one of them, it looked like she had made a project or tried to make a project and then frogged it and just twisted it all up with kind of a mess. I don't know if you guys, some of you who've been here with me for a while probably remember this was the stinky yarn that I had to set in a bag with baking soda because it smelled like smoke and stuff like that. So anyway, like I said, it is fine. Hold on, guys. My tripod is lowering as we speak. I don't know if you can see, but we are lower than I was. Let me fix that and I'll be right back, okay, guys? Okay, I'm back. I don't know if my tripod holder thing is just getting weak or something. I don't know if it's going to stay. I might have to stop later on, but I fixed it for now. So you guys let me know, scream at me or something. If you see the picture right here in the frame? If you start to see where the frame is being covered up, yell or something, send me some kind of messages to tell me I need to fix it. So I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's getting weak. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, back to the yarn. Like I said, it's fine. It's not the softest, but it's fine. And I loved the colors. That's what drew me to this. I love this rose gold here in the middle. I love this. It's kind of like a mauve-y, my color, mauve-y. I guess that's a name, right? We'll call that a name. So anyway, are you guys ready to see how she is looking? She's looking fantastic. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Here she is. Now, this, like I said, is what I have so far. So if I lay the shawl like this, okay, you know what I mean, guys. Okay, so here's the shawl on me. You can see the size of it. I think I have a little bit more to go. What do you guys think? All right, let's fold this. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think I have just a few more inches to go yet. I'm working on part 2 right now. I have about 3 more rows to go in part 2 to where I repeat parts of part 1. And if you guys have done this pattern or you're working on this pattern, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if not, yes, it is moving. Dang it. Sorry, guys. I gotta stop this and I have to figure this out. I will be right back. I am so sorry, guys. I'm experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. Okay, hopefully I won't have any more problems. I think I tightened everything down. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Sorry about the interruptions. It's one of those days today. So anyway, for those of you who know about this particular pattern, this is a chart pattern completely. There are no written instructions. I've worked chart patterns before, not as elaborate as this. I'll be honest with you. Usually in the past, I like when I get a pattern that's both written and has a chart with it. So if you have like one of those things where the designer wrote the pattern, maybe, the pattern's written correctly, but the wording just doesn't click or just seems wonky. Like you look at something the way it's written out and you go, that doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to do that. I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know what they want me to do there. Sometimes if you have a written pattern with a chart that has like the repeats in it, you can get a really good idea of what they're talking about between the both, between 2 of them. So I've always worked chart patterns mainly like that. I do understand them. I know how to read them. This started out more challenging than I thought it was going to be. Not that it's not hard. You just have to really watch what you're doing. You have to think about what the pattern repeat tells you to do, because you can easily just kind of get off kilter just by, you know, not following the repeats exactly. I did that a couple of rows that I had to pull back and fix it. I don't do that so much anymore. It was at the beginning. So just, you know, if you've ever thought about doing a chart pattern, this is a wonderful chart pattern to follow. I have zero problems. There is nothing that I can't figure out. And if there has been some things that I couldn't figure out, it is my mistake for not doing the repeats properly. So if you are an advanced beginner, you know, someone who's very comfortable crocheting, very comfortable knowing what your stitches are, I believe you could do this shawl with absolutely no problem at all. And it really is a good experience to learn how to work a chart pattern. So anyway, yeah, that's just kind of a refresher on what I've talked about in the past when I was working on this for the crochet along to begin with. But that's just a refresher for those of you who may be new, and also those of you who just never thought about working a chart pattern. The link to the pattern will be in my description box so you guys can easily get to it. I believe it's a free pattern. If not, I'm very, very sorry. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Yes, I looked it up for you guys. See, this is, if you Google Sis Love, well, I'll leave the link to my description box, but if you Google it also, you type in Sis Love shawl pattern, it will give you a couple different sites, and one of them right here takes you to Ravelry, and as you see at the bottom there, free. This pattern is free, and like I said, it's a wonderful pattern. I really am enjoying myself. I am enjoying this so much, I don't want to put it down. Let me just show you the last place I was at. The very last time I showed this shawl, I was right there. So it's actually that row right up there, right underneath this ridge row. I've gotten about 14 rows done extra. And as you see, I'm starting to work into, it went from, the middle started out this like beigey color, and then went into this kind of yellow gold color. And now I'm getting into this rosy gold color right here. See that? And it's starting to work up here. And I am super excited to see how these colors end up working up in this shawl. This is just, I love this shawl. I cannot wait for this to be done. I love the design. I love the way it's looking. You guys thinking about going and trying this? Come on, go get it, go try it. You will love it. Once you start working on it, you are not gonna wanna put it down. Believe me, I love working on this shawl. I love watching the stitches come to life in this shawl. It is just, I am so enjoying myself. I cannot wait for it to be done. I'm not a super big shawl person, but yes, so yes. That is my first whip. My second whip is, and I told you I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's kind of going to be a boring, like when it's done, after I show it this time, then when it's done, we will, I will show this to you guys. So this is a blanket that I was hired to do by someone who is a friend of Tom's, or yeah, it's a friend of Tom's. Anyway, he wanted a blanket, and I said yes, and I was under the assumption, because this whole he wanted a blanket thing was worked out between him and Tom, and then I got notified, hey, would you like to do this kind of thing? But when I was notified, I was under the assumption I was making maybe a twin size blanket, you know, a personal blanket for him. So after I was talking about what I was going to make the blanket out of, I got a message that states, no, I want a queen size blanket. So when I was told it was going to have to be a queen size, I said, I'm not going to do it out of like the yarns I have. I am not going to do it with a thinner weight yarn. That will take me forever. I will never get this blanket done. It's just to be more stitches than what went into my granddaughter's blanket. And no. I mean, I would have to charge the guy for labor, you know? I mean, it would, yeah, the guy would have to, it would have to be costly for the labor because it would be so many stitches. I can imagine. I can just imagine. So in my head, I went, what's one of the best ways to do this? Let's go with the thickest weight and, well, the thicker weight. And I went with a number 6 weight. I had decided I am going to go buy the blanket yarn from Bernat. And I said, you know what? I think this will make really good. Obviously, it's called blanket yarn, but I think it'll make a really nice lighter weight blanket than like an average number 6. Like I've worked with number 6 yarns, Wool Ease. I've worked with the Lion Brand Hometown, and I've made bigger projects with it, and it was so heavy. And you know, I was like, I don't want to be lugging that. I don't want to be lugging that around. I just don't want to do that. I've never done a blanket with blanket yarn. I've played with some blanket yarn, just done a little bit of amigurumi with it, but I've never really worked a large blanket out of it. I've never used it for anything else. So I was like, I think it'll work out really, really great for this. And I am very happy with the way it's working up. Now I know you're not going to see much. This is going to be a full black blanket. I'm doing it in just single crochets all the way across. This is approximately 86 inches across, and I'm going to make it approximately close to the 90-inch long to make a true queen size blanket. It has a nice feel to it. I do like this blanket yarn, you know, for a blanket. Oh yeah, this is nice. I like this. Now, it's going to be just like a lot of the stuff for the club guys. It's a black blanket, and he wants like some design in gold on it. And, you know, I was trying to figure out a way that I was going to work this out. I didn't want to do where like I carried gold and tried to figure out how to make this design with like single crochets, like, you know how like when you do the gingham and stuff like that, or sometimes you can do like smiley faces and stuff like that. I decided, no, I'm just going to make the blanket complete, you know, just going to make the blanket single crochets all the way. And then I picked up one ball of this. I picked up one of these, and this is actually called Sun Soaked. It's a really nice, it's like here. It's like a golden color. It's not like bright yellow. It's more golden tones to it. And so what I think I'm going to try to do is like top stitch the design, because yeah, I hope it's going to work out, guys. So stay tuned for how this particular blanket works out. But what I did is I told the guy, I said, basically, I'm going to tell you that the yarn is going to cost blah amount of money, right? And what I did is I told him, I said, now you got to wait. If you wait, I can get this yarn on sale, but you're going to have to wait until like now for this yarn to go on sale, because in the wintertime, it usually doesn't go on major sale. Well, Joann's a couple of weeks ago stuck this stuff on sale for $5.99 a ball, and these are the 220 yard, the 10.5 ounce balls, the nice size balls. So as soon as I saw it was on sale for $5.99, I went and I stuck a bunch of these in my cart, and I picked it up. I did the, you know, the pickup, but basically I picked up 11 of the black, and I picked up one of this gold, and I think I should have plenty of yarn. I really do. So the way I'm figuring it is right now there's approximately 5 inches done on this blanket, and I still have this much to go in this ball. And I am thinking I should be able to get, I'm hoping to get at least 8 inches, maybe a little bit more, and I have 11. So that would be able to make it approximately 88 inches long. So let's just fingers crossed that I don't have to get another ball. I don't think I will. I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to work up the rest of this ball probably either tonight or tomorrow sometime, and then I will know how many inches I get out of one ball, and I'll be able to totally find out if the 11 are going to work. I sure hope so. I sure hope. Oh, and so this yarn here is a number 6 weight, and it states on the yarn ball to use an 8mm hook, which I don't know the letter. I think the letter is an L hook, I think the 8mm is an L hook. So I decided I went up 1 hook size, and I went to a 9mm, and this is an M/N. So I'm using my clovers like I almost always do. And I'm using a 9mm hook for this. And the stitches are coming out really nicely. The stitches are coming out really, really nice. I like the way it's working up, and it's moving so quickly. It's moving quicker than I thought it was, and I love it for when I'm just sitting, maybe watching TV or just doing whatever. I'm sitting in bed and I can work on this because it's absolutely mindless. This is a mindless project for now until I get to that part where I have to figure out the design. So let's keep our fingers crossed that I can figure out a design, how to get the design done. But after this, I will kind of update you to let you know if the 11 balls are going to be enough to make a queen size blanket. That way you guys will know that if you bought 11 balls of this Bernat blanket and you did single crochets with a 9mm hook, you could probably get a queen size blanket. So I will keep you updated on that part. I'm probably not going to show it again until it's complete. So, but that's what I am working. That's one of my whips. So it is taking time out of my other whips that I have to complete. But anyway, it's a job. Somebody's got to do it, right? Yeah, and I like it. I don't mind. I don't mind working with this. Believe it or not, I kind of like it. I may in the future, if it goes on sale again, I might buy some like in nicer colors for myself and make a big old blanket. Maybe I'll knit it. Make a knitted big old blanket, because that would move kind of quickly too, huh? Even for somebody slow as I am with my knitting. Maybe move kind of quick, but yeah, I think I would like to have a blanket on my bed for me out of this stuff. I do like it. I really do. So anyway, that is whip number 2 for this week. Now, my finished object. Yes, I'm calling it finished. Ugh. I still have to tie in all the ends. I can do, where we can just pretend. I can take all these little strings and kind of shove them in there. Here, we'll shove them in there, and then I will go, hold on. Let me see if I can do it. I got all the finished, look, ta-da! Finished object, yay! It's a, whoops, it's a finished object. I'm just being silly. Anyway, you all probably seen something like this in my past on one of my videos and saying, well, Tammie, you had one of those. Are you trying to pull where you're just showing an old project and stating that you finished another project? Are you trying to pull one of those fast ones? No, I'm not. I don't know if I had told you guys, but this was a hat that I had made for Tom, and I had used the, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby in black, and I believe it's just gold or yellow or something like that. I didn't bring the bands in with me. I'm sorry. Unprepared. So anyway, so yes, I did make him one like this, and I don't know if I ever told you guys the story or not, but a few other brothers that came down from another state, I think they came down from Michigan, and they were down here for like family visiting or something like that. And so all of them got together and they kind of met up at like, there was like a Harley Davidson outdoor type event going on. So everybody was able to kind of meet up, but not be around each other, if that makes sense. So everybody got together, and Tom was wearing his hat that was like this, that I had made him. And one of his brothers said that he liked the hat, and he tried on the hat, and he liked the fact that I made it where it got snugger, like it fit normal on the top of the head, but then it got real snug right across here, so it didn't fly off when you rode your motorcycle. Because most like hand knit or most handmade hats, and even some store hats, when you wear a knitted type hat while you ride your motorcycle, it will fly off if you don't have a helmet on. So this, the way I made it, it stays on. It's snug, just like if you were wearing like across here, like if you were wearing a Scully. So that's how I made this, and he liked it. And then Tom said, well, it's my hat. And the guy says, I will pay you for this hat. And Tom said, bet. And the next thing I know, he came home without a hat and he said, could you please make me another hat? Okay, so my only stupidity was, because I did this part smaller than the rest of the hat, I couldn't remember exactly the formula I used to make this hat. And so I literally, the reason why it's not completely done is I've had to tear this back some to make it work like the first one. But this time, I kept my thinking cap on and I wrote down how I did this. So this top portion right to the row, right before this yellow band right here, this last black row, this last black round right here before this gold color, is what I did is I went from using a 5mm hook for the body of this, and I dropped down to a 4.5mm hook. And not only did I do that, I decreased to the point where I ended up with, instead of having the 72 stitches, I decreased it down to get 60 stitches and using the 4.5mm. So from this row right here, this black row right here down, I used 4.5, and this black row was decreased. Basically, I just decreased every 11th and 12th stitch. I did a decrease in it to just kind of keep the decreases as smooth as possible, if that makes sense. So anyway, so this is a decrease row, then this is just a row of gold. These are all half double crochets. Then I did one more row or round of black, and then I went into front post, back post in black, front post, back post in gold, and then front post, back post in black again, and she's finished. And she is complete except for tying in the ends, and then he can have another hat. And hopefully no one else will try to take his hat from him. But they liked it because, like I said, not only does it stay on when you're riding your motorcycle, you know, you don't have to put something on there to keep it on. It works a lot like a Scully in that sense, but it's cotton. And so it's more breathable, and it's warm, but it's not hot like if you make an acrylic hat or, you know, even a wool hat or something like that. So yeah, so this is my finished object this week. So that is it. That is all I have for you guys this week. So that was everything that I have been working on, and I have been very busy. So you guys, what are you guys working on? Are you guys being busy bees too? I hope so. Anyway, so that is everything for this week. Go check out the video with the giveaway in it and follow the directions if you want to be a part of the giveaway. Please check and make sure that you are subscribed, and check that I can check, you know, that your information is public, so I can make sure that I see that you're subscribed to my channel and all that kind of fun stuff. So please go double check everything. Please consider giving this a thumbs up and liking and subscribing. I appreciate it very much. But anyway, that is it, guys. Love you so much. I hope you are staying healthy. I hope you're staying safe and staying creative. I love you guys, and I will be talking to you guys really soon. Take care.